Well, hello again. Uh, Still in Lawrenceville, still at New Hope Christian Church, and wanted to send out a video here during Getting Started Week detailing the big assignment for the course. And I'm also planning on having, maybe not weekly, but every couple of weeks, a Zoom meeting to invite you to, which is not required. But if you have any questions about any of the assignments, I want to offer a time in the evening, one night during the week. I probably will for week one, but I'll send you, I'll make sure to send you a post about that. And I'll be basically, it'll just be a kind of a Zoom office hour for me. And if you want to Zoom in and you've got any questions about the assignments, please Zoom in if you can. I understand the nature of the online courses so that there are no required kind of lecture times, but I just want to offer those as a help to you. So stay tuned for check your announcements for those. I most likely will do one next week. It'll probably either be Tuesday or Thursday, but I will let you know for sure. Point of this video is for your capstone project, and of course you can read about it. You have to go to week 7. There's a week 7 assignment, capstone assignment, but I thought it would be good to just kind of get this bug in your ear already. And talk to you about this course, and then show you the first kind of piece of this assignment, which you can see on the screen in front of me here for week 2, activity 2. But let me give you the explanation of the capstone assignment. It is the last assignment of the course, and its function is to complete what you have been building over 6 weeks. A series of 6 elevator pitches, and they're based upon the 6 acts of God, of God's story that are outlined in our textbook. And so, having probably not become familiar with those quite yet, I'll save those for your reading and for your working in the course. But there are 6 acts of God's story according to our textbook. And what we want you to do is create elevator pitches, which are defined as a succinct and persuasive sales pitch, which it's a creative, engaging retelling of each act of the biblical story. So what we're encouraging you to do is to create these short, pithy, but informative sales pitches, retellings of the grand story of Scripture as broken down into 6 parts. Now, the academic side of all of this is what will happen as a result of your work throughout each week is that you will present at the end of the class a 6-page paper, a paper that is written in Times New Roman font, 12 font. So it's Times New Roman 12 font, and it is double spaced. So that right there should make everybody go, okay, not 6 single space pages, but 6 double spaced. So also your papers should have occasions where you cite our textbook and any other course resources, and you'll do that using MLA format. And if you're not familiar with MLA format, stay tuned for another video that will help us to make sure that our formatting, so that we don't take credit for something somebody else said, is done academically proper in MLA format. So stay tuned for that. I will send that out sometime next week. The last thing I'll say about this assignment is that papers will be graded for college level grammar and syntax, sentence structure. Be sure to utilize a proofreader. I would encourage you, before you submit this to me, that you definitely submit it to the free writing lab at Point. As a matter of fact, I would suggest that any of these big assignments, like for instance, you have a week 1 assignment where you're writing your story in 1,000 words. I would encourage you to get working on that early enough in the week where you can submit that to the free writing lab, and they will help you. They will help you clean it up. get it looking good if it needs that, and then submit it to me for grading. I want to encourage you to take advantage of that resource, especially if it's been a while. I have great sympathy for those that went a good chunk of and some of you have a good chunk of life for whatever reason between college. Maybe you never went to college before you enrolled here at Point, whatever that is. And the English, it gets away from you. It really, really does. So I want to encourage you to take advantage of the free writing lab. The only other thing I want to do in this video is to show you that in week 1, you don't have an assignment due that goes toward this project. But in week 2, you do, and it's the first of those. And what these assignments will be, these activities will be each week, is for you to show me the work that you're doing. It's also preventing the inevitable sometimes when life heaps up. Sometimes assignments get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. We get to week 5, week 6, maybe even week 7, and we still have much work to do. What these assignments or activities are here to do is to help you to spread out your work, pace yourself, take an act a week or whatever will work for you, and submit what you have done to me. Now, down here at the bottom, you'll see the first assignment is just looking for some initial progress. Perhaps you're outlining on the project. This initial version doesn't need to be polished. Okay, I'm not looking for the finished work here in week 2. Raw notes are fine. Whatever work you've done, if you've done some research, if you've done some thinking, some outlining, please submit that as a text entry in the box, or you can upload a file. Make sure your files are uploaded in Word, okay? What that helps me do as your instructor is I can edit in the file and I can make comments in the file and send it back to you. PDFs are not as conducive to that. So please, in all of your submissions, please submit them in Microsoft Word, okay? I think that's it. This is a big project, but I don't want you to be overwhelmed by it. Break it up. Do a little bit of work every week, and you will succeed. Most importantly, you will engage with the text of Scripture, and you will have the opportunity when someone asks the reason for your hope in this trembling world. You'll be able to explain to them in these little pitches the grand story of God. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you again on the other side. God bless.